Hello everyone and welcome back. So I would like to say thank you for all the suggestions I got for gym colors. I got a lot of good suggestions and I think I've kind of done most of them, except for the ones that didn't really make any sense. So my original plan was to add 4 new gems because, you know, blocks can have a maximum of 16 subtypes. But one popular suggestion was dark red, dark green, and dark blue. And I didn't want to do just those. I kind of had some other colors I wanted to add in. And I got to thinking about it, and I thought, well, doing darker versions of existing colors, I could kind of cheat a little bit. And there is a way to... let me see if I can find it. Yeah, you can change the color of certain passes of an item stack here, and this doesn't quite work in this example here. I know why that is, but I won't bother explaining it. But one thing I could do is I could make the color darker. Like right here, it's just normally white, which means no effect. If I make that darker, it'll make the color darker. Now, it doesn't look quite as good as making an entirely new texture for it, but that would be a cheap way to get quite a few extra colors. And here is what I've got. Oh boy. So we've got 4 new ones. That would be this one, which is amber for the normal version. This one is Indicolite. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it. It's a type of tourmaline. Again, not an expert on pronunciation. This one is new. I'm calling this one agate. There's like not a lot of purple gemstones I could find, so it was hard to find enough here. And finally, we've got opal. So the darker ones, I'm actually making these separate gemstones. So we are going from 12 gems to 32. And I've got a spreadsheet here I'm working on. I'm not going to show the whole thing. How much of this do I want to show? I guess just the first 3 columns, I suppose. So we'll do that. Yes, so here is all of the gems. Some of these may change. And yeah, I did kind of cheap out on some of them, like we got blue topaz, and then we got topaz up here, and oh. Thank you, email. Thank you. And then we got violet sapphire. Like I said, the purple gemstones, I had a hard time finding very many of them, so yeah, I'm kind of cheaping out a little bit with some of these. But the alternative was to use some obscure, hard-to-pronounce ones, so I thought this was a little bit better. So all of these are going to have different stats. So for example, the Carnelian is the nether equivalent of the Overworld's Ruby, but they have different durabilities, different mining speed, different attack damage, and so on. And it's probably going to be like that for all of them, more or less. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and run this? No, I don't want your console. So basically what I'm doing now is I've got this test project up here, which I'm just using to mess around, kind of play with some of the ideals I have for 1.9. And this is still 1.8.9. But it'll be easy enough to port over, most likely. Okay, so yes, we've got the best block ever over here, which I posted a pic of that on Twitter. And yes, we have the gems and the rain. So, I don't know, some of these textures may need a little bit of tweaking, but I think they look okay. Honestly, I think they look pretty good, but I don't know. Let me know if I'm wrong about that. And if you are curious about what the smiley block is, I made a mod that's going to serve as a shared library for all my mods in the future. So basically, it's just going to cut down on the copy-paste nonsense. I mean, there's a lot of shared features between my mods, like detailed tooltips on items, stuff like that, and basically just packing that all into one mod that all the other mods will use. So, for example, this potato here is actually from another test mod, and there's like 3 different lines in the tooltip. One is even red, and this is all done with a single line of code, pretty much. It's like the library takes care of everything else. And that line is just, nope, it's this one. Well, okay, it's technically 3 lines because we got the arrays there, but, what's that horse doing? I just see bouncing out of the corner of my eye. Like, what? But yes, the libtest mod, which adds the weird block and the weird potato, this is all of that mod. This is the entirety of the code of the mod. Obviously, it has like a localization file and a bunch of model files laying elsewhere. I can talk very well. But, yeah, that's going to make creating new mods much easier as well. Just save me some of the grindy work. Alright, so let's see, what time is it? Oh, it is almost midnight. I should probably go to bed soon. I will get this video rendered and uploaded, and it'll be out sometime Friday, technically. So later today, if things don't go horribly awry, I will probably be doing some live streaming. But we'll have to see how that works out. So thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any problems with what I've done so far. And I'll see you on the live stream or whatever else I do.